Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really getting into something. Well, the scale is just jaw-dropping. We're looking at the artificial intelligence space, and some of the moves happening right now are huge.
Yeah, truly massive.
We've got some of the biggest names in tech, even national defense, making these plays that are almost hard to imagine.
And what's really striking, I think, is that these aren't just, flashy announcements.
Yeah.
If you connect the dots, what we're seeing are fundamental strategic shifts. They're going to reshape industries, maybe even the global landscape.
Right.
So in this deep dive, that's what we'll do. We'll try to link these huge, seemingly separate investments together.
Exactly. So what's the takeaway for you listening? Our mission here is to pull back the curtain on, well, three major forces really pushing the AI frontier. You've got Meta's incredibly ambitious infrastructure plan, the Pentagon's move to adopt AI strategically, and then Elon Musk's integrated AI ecosystem. We've gone through the sources, pulled out the key nuggets, really, so you can quickly get what's truly significant. Let's unpack it. Okay, let's start with Meta. Their bet on AI it's monumental. It really suggests that owning the raw computing power, that's becoming the main event.
Well, it seems like it.
Mark Zuckerberg, Meta's CEO, he's talked about this vision, building foundational super intelligence systems, that's the quote. And reports say the money involved is just staggering, like hundreds of billions of dollars potentially poured into these massive multi-gigawatt AI data centers.
Hundreds of billions. It's almost unbelievable.
It really is. And just to give you a sense of that scale, their first 1 gigawatt center, Prometheus, it's set to go live in 2026 in Ohio.
Okay, 1 gigawatt. That's already huge.
But that's just the start. Then there's Hyperion in Louisiana.
Yep.
That one's expected to scale up towards 5 gigawatts.
5.
Yeah, 5 gigawatt. That's enough power for maybe 5 million homes, something like that, all just for AI.
All dedicated to AI compute.
And get this, it's projected to sprawl to the size of Manhattan.
Manhattan-sized data centers. It's mind-boggling. And, it does raise some serious questions.
Like the environmental costs.
Exactly. Our sources mention these gleaming monuments to energy consumption, sparking real fears about environmental costs on an epic scale. You can feel the urgency, though. Zuckerberg's apparently in full founder mode, moving incredibly fast, pushing boundaries with things like prefab modules.
Right, I read that. And even, pitching tents, temporarily housing AI clusters in tents.
Yeah, reportedly, just to keep up the pace. It really paints a picture, doesn't it? A company just desperate to get ahead, almost no matter the cost.
And getting ahead means catching up.
Yeah.
Right? Their mission seems explicitly to catch up to OpenAI and Google and ultimately seize the pole position in artificial general intelligence.
That's the stated goal.
And to fuel this, well, call it a moonshot. They've been poaching talent like crazy, aggressively going after the world's top AI people with astronomical pay packages and unprecedented signing bonuses.
Right. It's a full-on talent war out there. If you're a top AI researcher, your phone must be ringing off the hook.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so Meta's building this immense power. But, this push for AI dominance, it isn't just happening in the private sector.
No, definitely not.
The U.S. Pentagon is also making some really significant moves, going full throttle, as one source put it, on AI defense tech.
And that shows just how widespread this AI arms race really is becoming.
They've announced these big contracts, up to $200 million each, given to 4 major AI players: Anthropic, Google, OpenAI, and .xai.
Musk's company, yeah. That's quite the lineup.
It is, and the strategy seems pretty clear, doesn't it? It's about fast-tracking advanced AI adoption throughout U.S. defense operations.
Right. They want to deploy next-gen AI, things like agentic systems, AIs that can act on their own, basically, and large language models like chatbots, but for military use.
Across everything from battlefield operations, intelligence analysis, logistics, even enterprise command.
So this isn't just research. It's about putting it into practice quick.
Right. Yeah, tangible deployment. Imagine AI analyzing battlefield data instantly, maybe predicting enemy moves or optimizing supply chains in real time. That's what they're aiming for.
That's the future they're building, yeah.
And we're seeing it happen already. Like OpenAI, they got their $200 million Pentagon contract just months after partnering with Anduril, the defense tech startup.
Right.
And Elon Musk's xAI, not wanting to be left out, just unveiled Grok for government, so making its AI models directly available to federal agencies.
So the key thing here, I think, is that the Pentagon is clearly betting on private sector speed and scale.
Leaning on commercial tech.
Exactly. It's a major shift from maybe purely defensive postures, putting advanced AI right at the front and center of the American defense arsenal. It's almost like they're outsourcing key R&D.
Which raises that question about the line between military and consumer tech, right? It seems to be getting really blurry.
Very blurry, as the military taps more and more into what the tech industry is creating.
And that blurring line, well, it brings us perfectly to Elon Musk and his whole multi-billion-dollar AI ecosystem.
Right, his interconnected empire.
We're hearing reports about this really bold strategy integrating his different companies. There's a plan, apparently, for SpaceX to invest a staggering $2 billion into his AI startup, xAI.
$2 billion from SpaceX into xAI.
Yeah. Described as one of the largest intercompany deals in Musk's massive portfolio.
Wow. Okay, that's significant.
And financially. That $2 billion injection, it would make up nearly half of xAI's recent $5 billion equity raise.
The one announced in June.
That's the one. Plus, there's another $5 billion in debt financing led by Morgan Stanley. So we're talking huge sums of money here.
Truly massive commitment. Really shows the scale of his ambition.
And strategically, this would be SpaceX's first direct stake in xAI. It seems like a key move to embed AI right into the core of, rockets and satellites.
So not just a financial investment, but operational integration.
Exactly, making AI part of the future of space exploration, and we're already seeing hints of it. Starlink, that's SpaceX's satellite internet service, it's reportedly already using xAI's Grok chatbot for customer service.
Okay, so it's already started.
Seems like it, and more partnerships are likely coming. You can imagine AI doing, autonomous repairs on satellites or smart navigation for Mars missions.
It really fits into the bigger picture of Musk's strategy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This blurring the lines between his companies. It helps him compete with rivals like OpenAI and Google.
Intensifies that strategy, yeah.
And you remember earlier this year, xAI merged with X.
Right, the social media platform.
Yeah. That gave the combined company a huge $113 billion valuation, plus access to all that real-time data, the social graph intelligence.
So that's all connected.
It really seems like a cohesive plan, building this integrated AI powerhouse where data, infrastructure, AI models, they all feed each other. Creates a pretty unique advantage.
So stepping back, what does this all mean for you, the listener? We've looked at Meta's huge data centers, the Pentagon's AI contracts, Musk's integrated companies, and you see these common threads, right? The just dizzying scale of investment, the intense competition everywhere.
Relentless competition.
And the speed. Everything's moving incredibly fast. It really makes you wonder, what does all this mean for the future of AI and, its impact on everything else?
I think this deep dive really shows we're at a kind of inflection point. You have to consider the implications, right? All this power, all these resources being focused on artificial general intelligence, advanced AI.
Yeah.
How are these moves going to shape, everything? The technology, the economy, even geopolitics in the next few years.
It's a huge question.
It is. What does this massive wave tell us about where things are heading? Progress, control, access. Who gets to benefit from all this?
Yeah.
It's definitely something fascinating for all of us to think about.